Hey, what's up, all you action figure lovers out there? Master Marvel's back at it once again, bring you another action figure review. Well, technically, this is another episode of Toy Talk. Uh, as I've been doing, I've been going through all my Marvel Legends that I've got that just really haven't had any shelf life in a while, or just were variants of different figures that really never really made it to the shelf. So I've taken a look at my basic Marvel Legends, uh, Avengers, Spider-Man, stuff like that. I did the X-Men, and now I'm going to do my MCU figures. So before I get into this video, though, I need to make that quick disclaimer. This video is not meant for kids. It's for adult collectors only. So if you guys are under the age of 13, now's the time to get out of here. Come back and check these videos out when you're old enough. So, that being said, let me get into this. I'm struggling to breathe lately. I don't know. I mean, I really don't think it's the coronavirus. I think what it is the being quarantined, the staying inside. It's like nothing to. I'm a smoker, and I've been blowing through cigarettes like I've never had before. So it's just not helpful, man. Got to get more active. So, all right, let me just get into this. One other thing. Right away, we'll start with this Hulk. I'm really glad that they got rid of this Hulk. I mean, they didn't get rid of it, obviously, but we got a better version of Hulk for the MCU, because I never cared for this figure at all. I thought it was shitty. Yeah, just really bad action figure. I wouldn't say the likeness of the Hulk was off too bad, but just as an action figure, this thing really sucks. So, I mean, that's just my opinion anyway. But, I mean, some people might like it. But yeah, sucks. This is kind of random, but our recent Hemdoll, this cloak, I displayed him without it. Yeah, so whatever. Here's a real shit show right here, I guess. Is this Build-A-Figure Fat Thor or Big Lebowski? Yeah, he's not going on my shelf anywhere. I can't even imagine, like, where I'm going to display this dude. It just, I don't know, man. It's kind of dumb looking. I really think that Hasbro really fucked up with this one. I mean, I get it's funny, haha. If they think that collecting action figures should be a joke, I guess, and there should be a little bit of fun into it, really. But if they really wanted to give us a good Thor Build-A-Figure, then they should have had him in full get-up, like at the end of the movie. That would have been great. But this is what we got. So, this one's a good one, but I don't have him shelved anywhere right now because I really like the War Machine that was released before this. So he's on my main Avengers display. And I have an Iron Patriot from Iron Man 3 on my secondary, I guess, with all my suits. So eventually I might rearrange that shelf and put him up there anyway. So it'd be like Iron Patriot 2.0 or something. But, because this is a cool figure. Hate to not be able to display him, but as of right now, he's not. Let's see. Here's one of these Iron Mans from Infinity War. This is the one that we have that lights up. It's got the light up feature on it. So, I mean, that's about the only thing cool about this Iron Man, really, because otherwise, I mean, he doesn't have no ab crunch, so he's very limited on posability, but it's not like we don't have this figure again that is better and articulated. Hell, I think I think we got this same Iron Man about 3 different times. So, yeah, really don't have anywhere to put him. His knee pad fell off somewhere down in there. Yeah, here's Ant-Man. I guess, I don't know if this is from the Ant-Man movie or if this is from Civil War. I don't remember, but I know we got a few different Ant-Mans. So, This one's alright. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Guess I could do this one real quick. I'm sure the accessories and stuff for all these are in here somewhere. But here, this, was this the Valkyrie 2-pack? Maybe. The store here. But the head, I swapped from, I don't know, the one that came originally on this body, I liked better. So, it's actually on my main display. But it's the more current, like, in-game Thor, whereas this is the Ragnarok Thor. So, yeah, I don't know. Something about this head sculpt, just, to me, just doesn't really do it for me. It doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth. And this is that photoreal technology, but this was just a bad execution of that, in my opinion. Okay, who's next? Here's a Star-Lord. Yeah, I have the weapons. Don't mind it if they're not toting all their weapons, but we got several versions of this too. Different, I mean, maybe different tint in the gray on the shirt on the inside or something. Real subtle differences with most of these, but this is actually a really cool figure. But yeah, this version didn't make it to the main display. More than likely have another one in here somewhere. I'll go ahead and do all these real quick if I have them all handy. Captain America. This motherfucker keeps falling. This thing's fallen off my shelf like 100 times this week. Fucking loose ass ankles, man. Fucking pissing me off. Trying to see if I have any more of those. It's not looking like it. So yeah, I guess this is it. For the quantum suits, got Iron Man here. We got all the heads with them, so I made sure I just bought enough of these to do all the heads. Yeah. So Iron Man there. These quantum suits would have been a hell of a lot cooler if they were more accurate, but it is what it is with these. And then I know that this one was the single pack version, was the Captain America. And it's pretty fucking shitty too. They're all shitty, of course, they're all the same more or less, but quantum suit Cap. And we got quantum suit Ant-Man here. This is probably the better looking one. Because it just looks more natural, I guess, for Ant-Man to be in the quantum suit. It just looks more natural. Then we have this Hawkeye, which I was really stoked about getting this head sculpt to use it for the Ronin that we got of him. So, of course, as many of these that I got, I definitely ended up with extra Jeremy Renner heads. So, yeah, I got him on my Ronin figure. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I like this one too. This one's actually pretty decent. Then we got Nebula here. Quantum suit. Not the worst thing in the world. This one's not bad either. And I tried this head sculpt out with the other body, but I just didn't like it that much. I preferred the blonde, all blonde hair version from the Infinity War movie as opposed to Endgame. So, but still, good likeness of Scarlet. Alright, what else? Here's our regular Captain America from, well, this one's from Endgame. The legs fucking broke on this. I do have a new one, but I never opened it. But this one, the legs just kind of barely hanging on there still. This was a shitty action figure back when it was originally released. They just did a repaint on it. That's not terrible. This is a cool look for Cap, I guess, if you want to kind of go classic looking on him, but it's a shitty action figure, especially if it's broke like mine is. So he's not on the shelf nowhere. Go ahead and bust this dude out real quick. Here's another one of those Iron Mans. Damn, where's all his fucking shit at? Everything's falling off in here. Holy fuck. So this one everybody was kind of excited about. I mean, yet again, we're getting that same Iron Man from Infinity War here, but we got this new accessory that came with it, with the frickin' invisible deals in the back there to make it look like he's all using his suit, using the tech from his suit. I don't know if that looks any better this way. Actually, it kind of does. So, I mean, yeah, it's alright. And plus, these are interchangeable, or you can take these things off and get them pretty much down to basics. So, really, this one is a little bit maybe better than the original version of this. I don't know. I never really compared it too much to the original version, but I like this. It's pretty cool, but it's big, it's bulky, it really takes up a lot of space on the shelf, so he never really was put up that way. Getting into some Spider-Mans, we got this, I don't know if this is from, I think this is from the first movie. What is it? What the fuck was it? Not Far From Home, but Spider-Man. I don't fucking remember what the first movie was called now. But yeah. He's got his little jacket on from, I guess, wherever they were going, or from, it's the school, I don't remember. But he was trapped in that container for a while. Then we got the Night Monkey, I guess is what they were calling it. This little stealth suit that he had. This was actually from Far From Home. Oh, Homecoming was the name of the first movie. Yeah, so this was Far From Home. Alright, which I really love this figure right here. Really love it a lot. Just, I don't know. Wish I could do more with it though. But, you know, here's another Spider-Man, his first appearance suit or whatever, his homemade suit from the first movie. Another really cool one. It's kind of like an homage to the Scarlet Spider. I really like it. Really cool one here, man. Of course, he doesn't have all of his shit on. Oh yeah, that's because this was the original Iron Spider. So he didn't have the arms yet. So, yeah, original. So, pretty cool. Here's the, I guess this was a Civil War 3-pack that came with the Tom Holland unmasked head. The original one. Because we do have another one now. Did I already pull it out? Maybe not. hell, I don't even, at this point, I don't even remember where it's at. Maybe it's on my, I think it might actually be on my new Iron Spider figure. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this one actually is a pretty good head sculpt for Tom Holland. Alright, what else do we have in here? Spider-Man. Do I have more of those? I do. Here's another version of it. There were so many of these versions that came out of this same suit. Can't tell if I have more in here or not. Alright. I guess this is it right here. But yeah, these are all Tom Holland Spider-Mans. And they're all just a little different. The color of blue. Even the spiders on the back. Like this one's definitely different than these two. These might be the same, but this is definitely different. The spiders on the front of these two are the same, and it's different on this one. So this one's just different all out. So I don't know. Maybe this one is the Civil War one, and then these are from Homecoming. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so many different Spider-Mans. They're all good too. Here's an Andrew Garfield one from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. That masthead. This wasn't bad. And then here is my Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie version. The only one I still have. This dude at one point in time, I need to clean up the back of it. It's still got some of that dried up shit on there. I have to show you this, but this dude was completely loose and wobbly. Like, this guy would not stand for nothing. And I pretty much gave him a bath in that floor cleaner, that floor finish shit. You can see on the back where it's kind of, where he was laid on the plate, kind of scooped up there. I never cleaned that off, but man, that shit works really good. Yeah, there's still quite a few clumps of that shit on here that I need to fucking get off. But it didn't matter because, fuck, guy ain't on the shelf nowhere. And I am considering putting my movie versions of Spider-Man, all three of them, on my Spider-Man shelf to kind of fill out that Spider-Verse. So, I don't know. He might get shelved soon. I guess while I was on the subject of those movies, here's from The Amazing Spider-Man. This would be the Jamie Foxx Electro that we got. He's not terrible, but it doesn't look anything like Jamie Foxx. But the figure itself wasn't terrible. This was probably the last figure that we saw. Well, yeah, this was one of them. The last figures that we saw, though, that Marvel Legends did from the Fox films. I guess that's where the license started getting kind of janky on them, and they had to pull them back for whatever reason they did. So we're just now getting back to where we're going to be getting some of those, so I'm excited about it. About to have a fucking avalanche of figs. And here is from the Tobey Maguire. This is Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin here. But it's no longer in its original form. This was one of my early customs here. You remember the suit was all green in the movie. I tried to replicate a more comic-related, stylized suit. This actually turned out really good. I used like a metallic purple or royal blue or whatever, and it turned out really good. And this does have the removable mask for the head there. So this was cool. I lost the glider somewhere along the way, or it broke or something, and I must have chucked it out. Yeah, like I said, this was early on, a long time ago. Well, I guess I'll do this real quick. Well, let me do him first. This is one of our Black Panthers. It was like the only one that we got like this. Like, it was so different. I don't understand why they were really, when it came to the Black Panther figure in the Marvel Legends, it seems like they really toyed with him a lot and tinkered with his sculpt to figure out which one they preferred. And they did it with the comic book versions too, but this, it's a cool version of him. I mean, he looks pretty cool, but he just looks buff, like too ripped out, like he shouldn't be that big. I don't know. There's something about it just doesn't say, hey, use this one as the main display. But, it's another one of those whatevers. And this is kind of one of my fodders here that I was playing around with. I thought he looked pretty badass. But I took that Nick Fury suited body from the Captain Marvel wave and put a Black Panther head on it. So, yeah. I don't know why. And this doesn't look anything like old boy that played Black Panther. This looks more like fucking Method Man or something right there. You know, yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's pretty cool though. Especially if he's like posted up sitting in the throne like in his suit. That's pretty badass. But yeah. It's, yeah, it was something different. Fuck, I don't know if I even want to get these out of the way yet. Here's our binary form Captain Marvel. Another one of those. It's just, I guess, I mean, if you want to display her using her powers, sure, but otherwise, man, she is lit on camera. Holy fuck. She's like bright as hell on camera, dude. That's pretty badass. It doesn't look that good in person, really. That's dope, though. It is. But yeah. Nowhere really to put this one just yet. I've got to try to make up another shelf of these. Here was our first Build-A-Figure Thanos. I've got, this was the other Build-A-Figure where the armored Build-A-Figure is his weapon. I don't know why he doesn't have it. So this is our fucking purple ass motherfucker, like dark purple Thanos that just wasn't accurate. It was early prototype from, you know, how they do it. Try to get it out before the movie and do the best they can. So, I mean, it was a cool Build-A-Figure, don't get me wrong. It had great sculpt and everything. It was good, but then we ended up getting the 80-year, or whatever it was, no, 10-year cases, those box sets of these, and got a better version of them. Alright, fuck, man, Captain America's. I'll just start with this one. This was from the first Captain America movie, the first Avenger. So, it wasn't that terrible. I actually liked this Captain America. I just thought he was really small in stature, so, but yeah, it wasn't bad. This is around the time of Return of Marvel Legends, so they were using new shit. So, pretty cool, man. Oh, speaking of that fucker, I didn't realize I had one in there, but yeah, here's the Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury from the Captain Marvel movie. Yeah. So, Captain America. So here's one of the earlier ones. Unmasked version of him. And this was before the photoreal. And this, like, the sculpt, this looks more comic book Steve Rogers in anything. This just looks nothing like Chris Evans. So the body was cool, but the head, not very good. Here was the Civil War 3-pack. Man, he's been bent up in there. Shit. Where it's got the damaged shield and the scuffed up, dirty, battle damaged cap. Oh shit. I'll show you this cap real quick because it's the last one. This is a pretty good cap. But yeah, this is the one that's got that fucked up mask on it. Like, the mask did not get sucked down all the way, so he's like barely has his eyes coming through. I don't know if you guys could pick that up on camera, but yeah, it was an okay likeness of Chris Evans. And I don't know, I can't remember if this actually was one of the heads that came with the Worthy cap. I don't remember if that one came with an alternate head or not. But yeah, this just, yeah, I couldn't have this head on my main display, dude. It's really shitty. Which is too bad because it would have been a really good cap. But blah. Here's the third one from that Civil War 3-pack, the battle damaged Iron Man. Which I guess I could put him on display, like maybe in the Iron Man Armory. Kind of as one that's been being repaired or something. I don't know. Hate to waste a good Iron Man suit, but fuck, I got too many of them fucking things. Well, here's Thor from the first Thor movie, I believe. Yeah, this is from the first one. Again, we're talking like early Return of Marvel Legends here, and the likenesses were not that great. They did good on costumes and good on those designs, but the heads, yeah. You see what I'm saying? This is pretty fucked looking. So yeah. But then we finally got this, which is actually from, I believe this is from Dark World. And this was one of the 10-year releases. I think it came with Valkyrie. Or not Valkyrie, but Sith. This was a better one, but still doesn't look like Hemsworth to me. It's off. It's just really off. But it's not a bad figure, though. Pretty cool, I guess. Oh, shit. What do we got here? Oh, now we're getting into some crap. Here's some crap right here. Some X3 Colossus here. Forgot I had some X-Men in here. There was at the bottom. Colossus. This is a shit show right here of an action figure. So, I mean, I just hope that they redo these now that they have the license again to do these Fox figures. God, I'd love to see a new, all of them new, all of them. Even this dumb son of a bitch right here, man. This shitty ass fucking juggernaut we got in X3. Fucking shitty. This figure is so crappy. Oh man, it's just all of its, it's got those ratchet joints in it, and the joints, all the ratchets are offset so that every time you fucking move one, it doesn't line up. You got a funky, you try to streamline this dude, there's no fucking way to do it. But he does have his helmet here. Fucking juggernaut bitch. Fuck you. That was such a dipshit fucking representation of the juggernaut. I fucking hated it. Look at it. God damn it. It'd be cool to get a new one of these though. Even as shit. Like, I don't care how shitty the characters were in the movie. I just want better representation in plastic form of them fucking things than what we do have. Here's this fucking Cyclops, which is, oh, what did they even use to make this one? Oh my god, this is really, really shitty. This was dark days of Hasbro right here, man. Fuck, they were just... They wanted to go out of business or something back then. They were just doing some shitty things. This fucking figure sucks. The head sculpt on here isn't the worst one I've seen for this guy, but god, that figure sucks. The Jean wasn't terrible, but it don't look like the chick. What is her name? Fuck, I can't think of it now. But yeah, this... would have made a better version of Scarlet Witch than it did Jean Grey. Yeah, that was just that's fucking shitty, man, what they did with those movies. Then last but certainly not, well, I guess I could throw in Goose, or whatever his name was, from the Captain Marvel movie. Who gives a shit about that? Here is Beast. He no longer has his jacket he came with because I ripped it off of him and gave it to my fucking Rider's Wave Wolverine. It looks pretty dope on him. But this is our Kelsey Grammer Beast. Which may have been one of the only good things about that movie was Kelsey Grammer being... He did a pretty good job as playing Beast. I liked it. But otherwise... The action figure, not the worst one, just I think he was a little too small, too short maybe. But, yeah. That's it though, people. That's it for my MCU Marvel Legends that don't really have anywhere to be put right now, other than in a tote. So, shit. Starting to run out of stuff like this, man. I mean, not really, but I don't know. I just wish there was a little more. Look, I'm boring myself to death. I just wish there was more excitement to that. Then I've got to get back to doing my regular toy reviews and stuff. I've just been. This next bump in the road for me is what's killing me. Is I don't like doing these when they're like this, but the next one I'm supposed to be doing is this fucking Fortnite, and it's the wild card, and I have 4 of these stupid son of a bitches to open on camera, so I'm just not really thrilled about that. You know, taking the time to open all these. It's one of those I almost just want to open them all first off camera and be like, all right, here, check out these. But, oh, you fucking pieces of shit. Fuck. Fuck it. Anyways, I'm done with this. Hope you guys like my video. Don't forget to comment. Definitely like, comment, and share. And as always, it's your boy MasterMarvel80 here. I'll be trying to get into doing these reviews and getting them out soon. If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Until then, peace out.